deadline in general. It was good to see.
I think Cooks should have been gone.
Well, yeah, I think he should have been gone.
And the Cowboys, I heard from a very reliable source that, and this wasn't Adam Schefter, and this was actually a between the lines Adam Schefter. Adam Schefter said the Texans wanted a 2-4.
Yep.
I automatically assumed that maybe the Cowboys wanted to give up a 4 or something like that. I heard that the Cowboys were willing to give up a 2.
Mm-hmm.
The quote I got from the cap guy was, or not from the cap guy, from someone who talked to the cap guy was, I don't even know the cap guy's name. You probably do. You probably have like a trivia question.
Yeah, I keep like a roster of all the salary cap.
I could see it. It's probably in your wallet, right above the pics of your kids that you show people. But that he overextended himself, that Nick Caserio overextended himself. That's what I heard.
So what I was told,
they could have gotten a 2.
Yeah, it was 2 and change is what I was told. That it was
How much would you pay for a 2?
It was a 2 and change, and they take on some of the 2023 guarantee is what I was told. And it's quite disappointing that they traded a 2 for Brandin Cooks 2 years ago, signed him to an extension, and were ready to go to get a 2 back. It would have been a late 2, but to get that compensation for Cooks at this point, and I could never get a number of how much money they were going to take on from the.
No, I couldn't either. The way that I got it, and this would be even more disappointing than like actual numbers. The way that I got it, and the way when you talk to people, like you kind of read between the lines on it. The way that I got it was that they ran out of time. Like it wasn't even like a set number, which would be fine. If whatever your set number is, if you're a GM, if you have a set number, you have a set number, and I can respect that. But the way that I got the information from my guy was they just simply ran out of effing time, which is crazy to me.
So you saw when Pelissero put out that tweet that Monday was the deadline for adjusting contracts.
Yes.
Okay. When I first started talking to this guy about this information, he goes, "Do you think it's possible that both teams forgot about the deadline?" I was like, "No, I don't think both teams would."
I don't think Will McClay forgot about the deadline.
I don't think
Nick Caserio forgets about the deadline to when he has to
eat
his next chicken breast.
But the fact that they let it get past Monday into Tuesday when Nick came back and offered up re-upped and wanted more compensation, the 2 and the 4, and that's when things just fell apart. The deadline was passed for adjusting the contract, so they couldn't get anything done. And
yes, and I think they were en route to getting done. Like sometimes you can't get it done.
Cooks's tweet, his frustration was all about the fact that he thought a deal was done. He was getting ready to go to Dallas. And then
do you not think it's a coincidence that now all of a sudden they're turning the heat up on OBJ? Like Jerry Jones is sitting there saying,
"No, that's what I'm saying. They had. That's I'm just explaining it.
They were desperate, and that's the other thing is you had them desperate. That's the other thing that I don't like is one, you run out of time. 2, you have them desperate. Like they wanted to get this deal done, and part of me says, well, let's be patient and see what the Texans can get in the offseason for Brandin Cooks. You're not going to get this. I find it hard to believe that you get a 2 this offseason, and you're definitely not going to find a team this desperate.
No, it's going to be so. But that's what I wanted to say is like the Cooks tweet was his frustration that he thought a deal was done and it fell apart on him. And that's where his frustration is. The offseason now, Brandin Cooks' value, it's going to be like a 6th rounder or a 5th rounder. And this coming
it's going to be an Amari Cooper trade.